Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Planet X News. This is Scott from the Nibiru channel. It is July 23rd, 2017. And this morning I am joined with our physicist, Dr. Albers. How are you this morning?
I'm very well, thank you, Scott. And how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we were supposed to be joined with Prep Aussie down in Australia. And apparently, right when we were beginning the live broadcast, I'm not sure if he had an internet problem or what, but hopefully he will be back in here with us. Now, a lot of people thought that YouTube shut his channel down, and I'm just going to go ahead and share my channel, or share my channel. I'm going to share my page with you real quick and my view. And his channel is back up. Now, I'm asking everyone to definitely go to his YouTube channel and subscribe and make sure you guys are setting your notifications. Now, let's just get a quick update with this notification situation, because when YouTube changed this, it screwed up everything. It set everybody back to default settings. So when you click on that little black bell, make sure you are check marking this box that says, send me all notifications for this channel. And then click save. And then you will get your notifications, hopefully. Now, I'm going to include a link for Prep's new channel. Now, he's going to be uploading a tremendous amount of information and his videos that were on his old channel. Now, once again, YouTube did not shut him down. Okay, there were some issues with his channel, and I'll let him get into all of that. But, it was really no big deal. But he started a new channel, and we want to help him build his subscriber base, because this man just has a very acute eye for picking things out in photographs and video. Now, hold on one second for me. Just want to go ahead and get our live stream chat set up. Now, folks, just a little while ago, there was a massive CME explosion on the sun. And I'm going to get right to this, because this was one of the biggest CMEs that I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, it was not Earth facing. I'm going to get right into it. Bring this up full screen. And what we're looking at the Stereo Ahead Core 2. Mm-hmm. And this is dated for today, July 23rd, 2017. And we're going to take another view at the CME, but this was,
wow.
Yes, this was a double, possibly even triple explosion. And folks, I'm seriously thinking that this had something to do with the sunspot that we were tracking for a while, AR 2665. The same sunspot that spaceweather.com and NOAA and NASA didn't think anything of. They were constantly saying that there's no issue, there's no issue, there's no issue. And then, bingo, we have a massive coronal ejection that wreaked havoc on our planet. Now, looking at your screen, look at what has just happened this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a critical coronal mass ejection. Doctor, what are your views on this right now?
Yes, it's huge. And I was just looking at it, and it's very interesting that it's along the same direction where we see these, what seems to be dark jets coming from the sun. And I believe these dark jets are particle flux transfers between the sun and some of these objects that are close to it. And you can see the sun is actually having CMEs in about the same direction. And that makes me believe that possibly it has something to do with these objects being so close to the sun.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
Yeah, the sun has been known to have CMEs in the direction of comets. So these objects are larger and more irritating perhaps to the sun than comets. They are denser, they have high magnetic fields, and there are particle flux transfers. That's what these dark jets, I believe that's what they are. The sun is connecting magnetically to these objects, and then they exchange particles.
Now, doctor, let me ask you something. What is the what's the time frame on this the photon burst coming, impacting our planet? Because even though this wasn't Earth facing, this is a tremendous amount of energy.
Yes, of course, there will be solar flares, and the solar flares will go everywhere in every kind of direction. So we will get impacted by these photons, basically this radiation. And as you know, there are cosmic rays coming out of the coronal holes. And there's a burst of cosmic rays every time there is one of these huge explosions as well. So basically, the Earth is being impacted by these high energy particles. And they impact our planet within 30 or 40 minutes of such an explosion. Although this was not quite Earth-facing, which is a good thing, the impact will not be major, therefore. But there's always an impact, and there are always particles coming out of these coronal holes nowadays, because the sun basically has a coronal holes at the North and the South Pole, and these are permanent. So we are getting impacted by cosmic radiation, high energy particles all the time. Plus, these objects have now rejuvenated to the point that they have their own stellar winds, and these are impacting the Earth's atmosphere as well. And so the impact on our magnetosphere is increasing all the time.
Yeah, this was an absolutely incredible.
Was huge, yeah.
Yeah, this was an incredible CME. I mean, this has to be one of the largest that I've seen in a long time. We're talking going back years. Now, also, ladies and gentlemen, one of our subscribers in the live chat now, Into Thin Air. If you see him in the live chat right there, you can click on his icon. He has some pretty good video footage he uploaded. This is just absolutely, it's amazing to watch. But folks, you have to understand something. This type of situation is highly dangerous to our planet. I've mentioned in the past about a kill shot. This is what Major Ed Dames was referring to. This type of action on our sun, this is deadly. If we would have been Earth facing when this happened, this is like a double, triple explosion coming from different areas of the sun almost at the same time. Now, remember, what you're looking at here is in time lapse. I've slowed it down considerably, but this event went on for quite some time. Looking at the timestamp, it looks like maybe it went on. Let me just check here as it goes.
I would say 2 or 3 hours at least.
Yeah, it started at midnight, and we're looking at over 10 hours. We're looking at 10 hours UTC time, universal time. 10 hours of this going on, possibly even more. Just absolutely. This is breathtaking footage.
It's like the sun has suddenly come alive, because you see that the shadow that we usually see at the South Pole is not even there. Instead, there is a glow from that region. And we know there's an object there embedded in the sun. So the fact that it's glowing as well means there's a lot of activity on the sun right now.
Oh man, this was bad. This is just about as bad as you can get. I'm going to bring up the SOHO. This is the C2, and we're going to see it. It's going to come right at you. Look at that.
Oh my goodness, it's huge.
Wow.
Yes. Oh my goodness, it looks like the whole sun erupted actually on this one.
Oh my goodness.
The whole, it's more than one, it's the whole sun.
Yeah, it's looking like
in every direction.
Okay, let me ask you something real quick because you know this probably better than I. The view that we have from the C2 coronagraph, where exactly is this craft in space? Is this the one?
The LASCO as well as SDO are basically in front of the Earth, so it's an Earth-facing view, so to speak.
Oh dear God! So are you telling me this secondary explosion, the one that's coming out right now, is that Earth-facing?
It seems to be.
Or is that behind the sun?
I'm not sure. It seems to be downwards. So it could be, some of it could be Earth-facing, I must say. Yes.
Because it looks like
I don't know how that is possible, that the sun is erupting in every single direction.
I mean, it looks like it's coming directly towards the camera.
It is. Well, not the major part, but certainly some of it. This is unbelievable.
Oh my Lord. This is kind of a scary situation because, folks, you know, this type of coronal mass ejection. Well, there were several of them, of them, you know, simultaneously over hours, beginning into the 23rd of July, and again, this is in UTC time, so they're quite ahead of us in this UTC time. So we could be looking at impacts from this almost immediately, as far as, you know, photon bursts, you know, coming towards our planet. But Doctor, what's the time frame on the other charged particles getting towards the Earth?
The CME usually takes 2 to 4 days, depending on how fast moving it is. The last one we had on that arrived on July 16th was very fast moving, so it took 2 days to arrive. But normal CMEs take 4 days. But nowadays we're getting such fast moving CMEs that they take less than half the time sometimes. So
boy, this is whew, man, this is a bad.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at C3 real quick.
Yeah.
You know, once again, no notifications of any kind. I don't. Now we're going to get a little bit of a different. Wow.
Yeah. Unbelievable. What is going on with our sun?
That is a massive ejection. That is way bigger than what we saw 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
My God.
My goodness, yeah.
I would not want to be up in that the International Space Station. I can tell you that right now. I mean,
I know. I don't know how much shielding they have, because they are 400 kilometers up. They are still inside, well, much lower down than the geosynchronous orbit, which is at 36,000 kilometers. But still, they are quite far up in relation to the surface.
I just can't get over this explosion. I mean, this is just absolutely insane.
It is.
You know, we keep talking about the situation with our sun, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you know that I talk about it constantly. You know, maybe sometimes people may think it's boring, it's irrelevant, but it's not. You know, as I have mentioned time and time again, the interaction with our sun and these brown dwarf stellar objects, this is what was going to happen. This does not have anything to do with a rogue planet crashing into Earth. Okay, this has everything to do with these objects interacting with the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what occurs. When this occurs, our planet is literally under siege.
Yes.
By this, the cosmic rays, the solar wind, these heavily charged particles. I mean, listen, folks, after this, Lord only knows what's going to happen in relation to earthquake and volcanic activity. Even though this was not Earth facing, this is bad enough. This is just breathtaking to watch this. Wow.
It is indeed.
I'm very surprised that they even let this information up on the stereo websites. I just want to check one other thing real quick, and let's see if we could catch another view of it on another screen here. I'm just going to check Core 1 and see if anything shows up on here.
It also looks active and bright. Yes, I think we see that brightness there was the CME.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's pretty that's pretty amazing. We're going to take another view, see if we can jump back here. See if we catch it on anything else.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see too much of it here.
No.
We'll just keep on.
We see a little bit.
Yeah, just a small amount.
Yes.
Oh, we definitely ain't going to see nothing there.
Yeah, it's it looks further out from the sun's that camera view. So.
We got no view from here.
Interesting.
Yeah, they probably cut all of these EUVI views.
Yes, I was just thinking maybe we could try the EUVI.
Oh, this one's coming up. Oh,
because that will certainly give us another view. Stereo B would be even better, but...
Yeah, well, they took that away from us.
Yes. But I think stereo A is close to Mars, so...
Yeah, so this
we should be able to get a better view.
Yeah, this definitely impacted Mars. There's no doubt about it. Look at the interference on here.
Yes. Wow. Oh, there's Prep Aussie.
Oh, he's with us.
Yes.
Okay, well, let me jump back out of here real quick. What's happening, my man?
You can call it skepticism at its best, but my modem got wiped, as you and I were talking before.
Are you kidding me?
No, definitely not.
Did you want to? Did you want to click your? Did you want to click your camera off and show everybody your new logo for your channel? You go up there at the top of your screen with your cursor and click on the little camera view, the little camera icon.
Little camera icon.
Yeah, just at the top of your screen right there.
I can't see it. Whereabouts is it?
If you wave your cursor around in the center of your screen, go up towards the top, right where your toolbar is. There should be a little set. So there you go.
Okay.
Look at that logo. Let me show. Look at that new logo. That's
Who
it.
invented that?
Looks really good. Yeah, we were just, whenever we started, I figured something happened, technical issue, and I went ahead and did a little preview of your YouTube channel there. And just as we were talking, you should see the massive coronal mass ejection, 3 of them that just blew off the sun going into the 23rd at midnight UTC time. This was absolutely massive. It's not Earth facing. I think Mars, the planet Mars, took one hell of a beating with this coronal mass ejection, but we are definitely going to see some big time issues. Real quick, I'm going to share my screen back with everybody because we were just talking about this, and this is a huge situation.
Jesus, was that it?
Yeah, I'm showing my screen. Watch this.
It's
Holy
huge.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not 1, not 2, but 3. And I'm pretty sure this is coming out of the sunspot AR2665 that gave us the trouble back on the 16th with that huge coronal mass ejection. This one here is just, man, this one's bad.
Mm-hmm.
This one's bad.
Well, by the way, hello, Claudia. How are you?
Oh, hello, Alan. I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Very good.
Good.
Claudia would know better than me, but just because it's not pointing in our direction doesn't mean we wouldn't get, something that big.
Yeah,
That was literally, can you pull it up again, Scott?
Yeah, it's still on the screen.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see.
Yes, I believe that we are going to get some effects from this, definitely.
Because that thing is literally, if you look at the shock that comes out of it, it literally goes over the sun as well.
That's right. It does.
What's the shock wave that comes over?
And look at that. In the LASCO C3, we can actually see that it goes in just about every direction from the sun.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, and SOHO is at the Lagrangian point 1, so it's in front of the Earth, between the Earth and the sun. So this is the view it's getting. So there's obviously something coming sort of our way, at least. We're going to get some effects. Look at that.
Yeah, Prep, if you click on, go to the lower right-hand corner and click on my little screen down there, it should be sharing full screen, but for some reason.
Yeah, I've done that, mate. It's okay now.
Yeah, okay. Let me just go back.
I just want to watch these.
Let me just do something here real quick. All kinds of technical crap.
I just want to see if my theory is correct, that's all. If you show it again.
Did you want this image up?
Yeah, that's the one. Just leave it there.
Because this looks like it comes directly at us, the second or the third explosion.
Definitely. We should be able to see an effect on the magnetosphere almost immediately, because we're going to get the solar flare effects and the cosmic radiation, the very high energy, very fast moving particles within 30 or 40 minutes. So we should have been impacted actually for about 12 hours already or something like that.
Okay, 2 seconds. I'm just going to do something here.
Well, this started on the 23rd. So for us, this actually started last night. Again, about 8 o'clock last night. Maybe that's why the sky looked so bright.
Well, I was up at 4 a.m. Eastern time, and I stepped outside, and the whole entire sky was illuminated, kind of a whitish color. And then right above the horizon, it was just a bright magenta pink color. And that had nothing to do with the sun coming up. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's very funny. I just got 6 pictures sent to me from Tina in Western Australia. And she's commented as how big this, there's an abnormality in the sky tonight. He sent me the pictures, so I'm...
Oh, that's right. It's nighttime down there in Australia.
Yeah.
Yep.
You'll probably get some aurora. We're starting to get auroras at mid-latitudes now, I think, because the ionosphere is so ionized at the moment, and it's not stopping.
Yeah, I want to check something out here real quick.
I'm
We're
just
going to head
doing
over
something.
to BP Earthwatch. He's got a fantastic website. I jump right on his website, you know, sometimes, and I have everything right there that I need. We're going to check the CME tracker, and oh, there it went.
Wow. My, oh my. But that's not all that happened. There was more.
Yeah.
It's not all there.
Dear God. Well, that was directly at Stereo B, which NASA says they lost communications with, and it's not working. That's what looks gives us views from the backside of the sun, and that was dead bullseye on that craft. Venus is your little green circle right here. It just missed Venus. Mars we have over here. So really none of the planets were actually facing it, but if you look at the way the sun rotates, whipping around, it will impact Mars.
I think what we saw on LASCO, on the SOHO spacecraft images, indicated that there was more than just this little CME happening on the sun.
Yeah, it looked like there were 3.
Yeah, I think this does not show exactly everything that went on there.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up the...
That's a huge, regardless, it's just that's got to be the biggest one I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's up there in my book too, brother.
Yes,
I mean,
agree.
I've seen some big ones, you know, burst off of the sun like that, but I've never seen something like that, 3 simultaneously back to back. Let's see what the solar wind predictor model has. Maybe they've updated it. It's stretching out all the way through July 28th. So let's just take a look.
No, I don't see that they have put the result of the CME on here.
Not even on there.
No.
My God.
No, they haven't.
Now, right down here, folks, follow my cursor at the lower bottom. This disk here, this is going to show you the uptick in the radial velocity, the solar wind that we are stretching into as we speak. And we're going to be in that solar wind for many, many days. And as you can see, this bright orange coming upon us going into the 27th. And then, you know, this velocity is going to increase. As you can see the line right here following my cursor, this is a predictor model. So this changes. This has our solar wind going up towards 600 kilometers per second, but I already checked this morning and it was very, very close to 800, 850.
I'll just be 1 second, guys. I'm just going to get a drink of water.
Sure, sure. Okay, so this model is not up to date. We're going to go and check the X-ray at NOAA and see what we come up with here.
Yes.
It's gonna
Oh
be
my goodness.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
You see why we're getting impacted by almost constant fast solar wind and cosmic radiation.
Look at the entire top of the sun.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Look at this. I once said it looks like the sun is turning into one big coronal hole. And here I see that exactly happening. At least in terms of X-rays, this is what's happening to the sun.
You can see the coronal surface over here to the left is starting to dissipate greatly.
Yes.
All the way through the southern region, right at the equatorial line. It's going.
It's just opening up. And that shows you that the corona is getting less dense. And of course, that allows these high energy particles to escape.
Wow. Well, we could definitely be looking forward to, some power outages, probably worldwide, geomagnetic storms increasing, definitely problems with your internet, cell phones, electrical devices, things of that nature, GPS. This will probably all start to occur, within the next 24 to 48 hours. Earthquake activity, well, you can guarantee that's going to be on the rise as soon as some of that reaches the Earth. If it does, depending on the time frame of it reaching the core of our planet, that's just going to be a bad scene. And I can't help myself but to say, look, we've been telling everybody that this is occurring, and you have all of these people out there that call you a liar and a criminal, and you're just in this for YouTube views and blah 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 blah. Well, look, people, they're crushing my views, and I don't care about YouTube views. What we want to do is we want to inform people on what is happening, and this is what's happening. It's Sunday morning. Other places in the world it's afternoon and evening, but look at what is happening. Truly amazing.
It is, Scott. This is, I have been saying this for many months now, that the size of the coronal holes were increasing. And now I actually see it dramatically increasing, and I see the effects on the magnetosphere. And I am astounded sometimes by the degree to which it has increased. It has increased slowly, but it's a sustained increase, and it keeps on increasing. And this is not the end. It will keep on increasing.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We're, like I said yesterday when I was doing a live stream in the evening, just wanted to let everybody know that this is just the beginning. That's exactly where we're at. We're in the beginning of this. We're going to take a quick look at, let's see what we can find as far as our magnetosphere and magnetopause. Let's see if anything is actually occurring. We're just seeing some slight fluctuations, but nothing major. We'll take a look. The magnetosphere.
It's possible that they haven't updated the model, because the data they put in was for one small CME that's not Earth-facing. And that's not actually what we had happen. So basically, the models will be skewed because of the data they're inputting into them.
Yeah, they are. They actually are. We were right on top of this situation.
Yes.
I wish... you can see the solar wind is increasing pretty close to 720 kilometers per second. This will probably increase a lot more, even though it's showing moderate plasma density here, moderate density. But we're not seeing too much of a reversal.
No, we're not. I think that this model is now not reflecting what's actually happening to our magnetosphere. If you know what I mean, they have changed the data that they are putting in does not reflect the reality of what we have happening.
Yeah, because if you look at the time frame up here, that event occurred just around midnight UTC time. This is only stretching out to 20 minutes after 12 UTC time. So these satellites probably did not pick this up yet, even though that event was hours and hours long. It's still not picking up. Nothing is updated yet.
We could see it on the visual detectors of SDO. So these satellites should have picked it up. So I would say that it requires human input not to have the data showing on these models.
Yeah, we're just taking a look at the radiation influx. Nothing's updated.
No, it wouldn't be.
This cuts off right before midnight, 11:58 p.m. UTC time.
Yeah, well, that would be 6 a.m. for us.
Okay, man, nothing is updated. Nothing at all is updated. It's a pretty devastating image that we have here.
Yeah, well, this is core 2. Yeah, this is, sorry, this is actually the Stereo A spacecraft that is seeing the CME. And as you know, it is close to Mars. Sorry, I thought for a moment I was looking at the SDO. So perhaps this is why. This is the core 2. This is Stereo A looking at what happened. And Stereo A is close to Mars. So this is why it looks like it's facing Mars here. Yeah. Whilst the SOHO, the C2, but it was even more dramatic on the SOHO, and that one is looking as if we are looking from Earth, and it looked even more dramatic there. So there is really no excuse. Although the SDO is closer to Earth because it's in a geosynchronous orbit, whilst the L1 position is further out.
Boy,
that's where SOHO is.
Yeah, that is just, I'm almost at a loss for words. That is one hell of an explosion.
It was indeed. And you can see that the sun looks very active because of all these CMEs all around.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not seeing this either on the SDO. I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to pull it up real quick and see if anything has changed. It's going to be a pretty intense situation.
Yeah. Also, I believe that when the sun does something like this, it's reacting to something. The sun is not just doing things with no reason. And remember, Carlos Ferrada also believed that. He studied the sun to see the effect of other stars on it, and that's how he made a lot of his observations.
Okay, I don't think this 48-hour loop is going to show it. 23rd. No, it's current.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we're not seeing it from.
Yeah, because this view shows doesn't show much of the corona. So the 211 will show the corona a bit better. But these CMEs will not necessarily emit the kind of ultraviolet light. They are mainly X-rays and visible light. Well, not even much visible light. So
if you pay very, very close attention to this region of the corona right here, you're going to see that you're going to see the disturbance. You're going to see that little fluctuation right there.
Yes.
Corona.
Yes, that would be the solar flares coming out of different sunspots. We do see it, yeah.
Yeah, and right up here, folks, you can see a couple of the coronal cavity prominences. They're forming right here where my cursor is. There's one there, and there is one there. Those are coronal cavity prominences right there and right there.
Scott, can you go back to the SOHO image?
The SOHO? Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, can you go back to SOHO? Is there any way you can play it slowly?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, look at this.
This one doesn't show it as good as the other one, though, does it?
Well, this is
There it is, the major one.
Can you take that back again, Scott?
Yep.
Just take it back a bit.
My goodness.
Look at that. That just encompasses like 90% of the sun.
That's right.
Can you go back just a fraction more? Okay, that's what I was after. Thought so.
Yeah, there had to be some type of big interaction with the sun in order for this to occur like this. This was just tremendous. And you know, we've been making the discoveries showing everyone that these objects are definitely, you know, in some type of orbit around the sun.
Yes.
Are they getting much closer? The interaction getting much more damaging.
Yeah. And of course, there are lots of them inside the sun's corona itself, as we have found recently. And they're not just in the sun's corona, they're outside the sun's corona in the inner solar system. So basically, they're everywhere around the sun.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and step forward. We'll watch this as it occurs.
Yes, as you can see, yeah, it's in every direction, just about, as you said, about 90%.
Yeah, so as this view is here, we're looking at about the 2 o'clock position for this explosion. And then
wow,
you start to see over here, that would be what about the 8 o'clock or excuse me, 10 o'clock position over here. But then it just reverberates this massive wave under.
Yes.
Jesus. Look at that.
It's just unbelievable, this kind of explosion. And people are saying that we are going towards solar minimum, and yet the sun is capable of this kind of explosion. It's obviously that's interacting with objects.
This is the speed that I need now, Scott. If you could go back to the beginning of it.
Okay.
That'd be good for me. Now, if you just go one forward. Another one. Okay, see that there? That's what I'm looking for. Hang on, don't move it.
I see a dark stripe inside the beginning of the CME eruption.
Where my cursor is?
Uh-huh.
Let me blow that up.
Just 1 second. Ah, shit, is that the wrong one? Let me go back to where you are. Hang on a second, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just take it up again so I can screen?
Oh my goodness, I see more than that there.
Okay,
There's
just
another...
flat there. You haven't shifted it, have you, from the last one?
No,
Okay.
I don't think he has.
Yeah, there might be a little bit of a delay.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Wow, look at that.
Oh my God. Am I looking at the right image? It's there, all right?
Uh-huh. You see the object.
So, are you guys looking at my screen or am I looking at yours?
I don't think we're looking at yours, Alan.
Okay, just give me 2 seconds. No, okay, you didn't do anything. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Pete from over in the UK from WDH Company just dropped a few comments in the chat. I just saw him there, Pete. If you're still listening or still watching, he mentioned about running his video on. I don't know if he's referring to a video that he just uploaded to YouTube, because he's about 5-6 hours ahead of me.
I'm just trying to bring this object out so you can see it. There you go.
Yeah, Pete's a good guy. He has good, fantastic YouTube channel. If any of you are not subscribed to Pete's channel, click on his avatar icon and go to his channel. Make sure you guys are subscribed to his channel also, because he has a lot of incredible information. Pete's been on this subject for years.
Literally.
Yeah.
And as you know, Scott, we talked to him, you know, he's in the email chain that we have, hasn't he? So,
yeah.
Okay. I'm almost there, I reckon. I'm just going to try and save that. Or did I already save it?
It definitely looks like there's some objects floating around there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's a little hard to dissect this, ladies and gentlemen, the way that we do whenever we're live. You know, taking a look at these photographs and changing some of the contrast and some of the coloring to bring out other objects that may be hidden. Prep Aussie's just he's fantastic. You guys really need to subscribe to his channel, because he uncovers a lot of things in other people's photographs that they didn't even know were there.
Mm-hmm.
That takes a lot of time.
Yeah, that's truly an art right there. I want to go ahead and just go one more frame and just see.
Okay. Just go one more.
One more. Boy, that is just wicked.
Right. Okay. Now, if you noticed, get rid of that.
obviously when this explosion occurs, it's going to highlight, you know, relevant stars that are close, like all around it. It'll bring them, the flash effect will show them up more in the resonance. Jeez. But those ones there, they're not supposed to be there.
Uh-huh.
They're too close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of things there that
You see that cluster, the cluster on the right-hand side?
Mm-hmm.
Look around the sun. You don't see any other cluster except and where that explosion occurs.
Yes.
And look, I'm definitely sure it's there. I'm just mucking around with this image. Hang on a sec.
Yes, we shouldn't be able to see those
No.
if they were background stars. So they would have to be closer to the detector than a lot closer.
And
Yeah.
there she blows. And there she blows.
Mm.
There it is. Okay. You guys are going to go, no way.
Mm-hmm.
do you want to share your screen, Prep?
1 second. Yeah, 1 second. Just don't forget, like Claudia just said, the mass C will be showing up when we get a massive CME.
Mm.
Because effectively, you can't see a dead star or a brown dwarf. You can't physically see it. Even when it's next to the sun, it would only be illuminated briefly at times, I would imagine. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So the only time you're going to see it.
Oh my, hold on. I think I just spotted it. I think I just spotted it. I'm going to have to carefully try to.
Yeah, there's something there.
Yeah, I'm going to have to shrink this down so I can use the controls. I think I see it.
This is in the core too.
Yeah, I'm going to have to slow this down. I'm going to have to step this as soon as I see it.
Well, I've already done it. You can have a look at this in a sec.
Wow.
Okay, I think I just saw it. Let me just.
And there's probably more than one.
There is. There's.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys ready for this?
Yeah, hold on one second. 1 second. Just let me. There it is. Bam! Right there, right where my damn cursor.
Uh-huh. And that's one of them.
Hold on, I'm blowing that up.
No, don't do that. Here, look at this. Look at mine first.
Okay, hold on.
Feels like a scene out of Jaws, isn't it? Look at my scar.
Yeah, there's an object right there. Right there. It's pixelized. It's pixelized because of the blast, as it's affecting the camera, because you're already seeing the images pixelizing. Let me get out of here real quick.
Well, I thought that might be one there because part of the CME was definitely in that direction, part of the larger CME.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
Let me get back over here.
But they're probably more on the right-hand side.
Okay.
You guys,
all right.
Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for?
Yes, Alan.
Just click on the actual photograph that you want to share.
Can you see my screen now? Can you?
You'll have to click on that photograph that you have pulled up. There you go.
Yes.
Can you see that?
You've already added your color to it.
I can see that.
Oh,
look at that.
Oh, yes.
There. Looky what we got there.
Oh, my goodness. So that's why we had those dark shadows there.
Now there's one there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can actually see the other ones. See how most of the stars around, they're usually spasmodic. They don't usually come around in clusters.
So there's this one here.
No.
There's another one right in front of it with a smaller one. Can you see that?
Yes.
Son of
Yes, and as you can see, they do cluster. That's what we've been saying.
Oh, that's even better. The way you have that blown up there, that looks real good.
That's one there. That's one there. So there's two right there, and there's another one just here.
Yes.
Easily. I just can't. I haven't got control of the screen enough to do it. So, but you can clearly see it there.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Man, I'm ready for a drink. It's only 9:23 in the morning on a Sunday.
Well, when are people going to start actually waking up?
Yep.
Yes, that's right. This should be worldwide news.
What I'm about to say is in regards to manipulation. Before anyone writes into Scott or anyone else saying he manipulated the image, blah 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 blah. I did not. I don't manipulate the image, for want of a better term. All I'm doing is actually transferring the color spectrum. Not transferring it, but just changing the color spectrum, because like an X-ray, different things will show up under different highlights, if you know what I mean, like a stronger bandwidth, for example, of light and color.
Yes.
Air, sound, they're all the same. So the reason why there's such a big CME is because of the fact that that thing there, with this thing here and the other one's down here, it's like you said, Claudia, is sucking the lifeblood out of the sun. So
that's right.
There you go. That's black and white. Black and white doesn't lie.
Yeah, it looks good. Hey, everybody, real quick, I'm going to put the link to Prep Aussie's YouTube channel in the live chat. I'm going to put that link in there. Take a few minutes real quick, click on the link, go to his channel, subscribe, set your notifications up, because he's going to be uploading more of his material each and every day. The man does a fantastic job at bringing out these objects. I mean, he just has a talent for it. That's what we need. You know, I mean, listen, we all have our own talents, but blending our talents together will definitely bring more truth out. Wow, look at that.
You know what I see here is that these objects are actually destabilizing the sun and affecting its ability to hold on to its own plasma. That's basically what they are doing. So they are actually provoking these CMEs out of the sun. It's unbelievable. But that's to be expected. They are very dense objects with extremely high magnetic fields, higher than the sun's own magnetic field. So this is how they absorb the energy from the sun, through these magnetic connections. And they are clustering around the sun. So there are so many of them now. So this would be the effect that we would expect to get. It's amazing. And as you can see, extremely dangerous for our planet.
You know, one of the subscribers had a question in the chat, and they wanted to know how these CMEs are affecting these objects. I mean, I would just have to say they are feeding off of it, and they are creating it. They are creating the situation. Yes. But go ahead, Doc, explain some of that if you could.
Well, don't forget, these objects are stars. They are cores of what's left of what was once a main sequence star. There is a core on the inside of the sun as well, which is at the moment building up and increasing in size. These stars, they increased their cores to the maximum that they could, and then they aged and they grew dark, but they can operate as stars. They are basically stars. So they want to be, well, they don't have a will, but they are comfortable in this sort of environment, in a plasma environment. In fact, they are, because of their high magnetic fields, drawing plasma to them. White dwarf stars are known to do this, to draw plasma from main sequence stars. These objects have gone through the white dwarf phase and retained some of the characteristics of white dwarf stars. They are drawing plasma to them. And they are able to rejuvenate because of that, because they then increase their gaseous envelope. They start being able to ionize their own gaseous cloud. They start being able to emit radiation from the gaseous cloud. And eventually their electric potential energy reaches to such a level that they start having fusion reactions from the surface. This is what stars are doing. From observing these stars, this is how I built up these ideas about what these stellar remnants, I like to call them stellar remnants now and then, but they are basically what is left of a star that was once a main sequence star like our sun. And a lot of them may have been a lot larger than our sun is at one time.
This is amazing. Hey, folks, real quick. I want to just throw this out there because you know how much I hate YouTube trolls. But now all of a sudden I'm getting notifications that all of these idiots, such as this one bozo, Robert Lockwood, who claims that the images that we showed the other day from the Japanese satellite was grease. Grease on the lens. Now this idiot is uploading a video and he's now reporting Soho, Lascaux, C2 images show a full halo CME, July 23rd, 2017. Yes. Well, maybe this bozo will wake the hell up and stop trying to debunk what is actually happening, because he's very unskilled. He's one of Dazza the cameraman's stupid little cronies. So Robert Lockwood, if you're listening to me, if that's even your real name, wake up, smell the coffee, buddy. Because this is what's happening. You want to report on both. You want to debunk and you want to report on what is happening. Real live events. Buddy, you better wake up. Clean the crap out of your diaper. Step up to the plate and join the people who are really telling the truth. Mm-hmm. Not your fake friends on YouTube that you don't even know personally. Give me a break. Somebody stop me before I keep going.
Yeah, well, Scott, don't forget that the images were only a few seconds apart, which indicated that the operators actually wanted to take specific pictures of these objects as they approached the sun, as they got to the sun. So that was what was indicated. So I don't think spacecraft operators would want to see grease spots moving across a lens.
Space grease.
Yes.
I don't get it.
Maybe there's a grease monkey up there fixing it.
Yeah, maybe they got those cosmonauts or somebody out there, and yeah, they got a little grease on the lens, and yeah, blah blah blah.
Look, you know, I don't get into that crap. I just, you know, look, at the end of the day, it's bloody pointless breath, you know.
Yeah.
When
they are paid to do it.
Well, you see the, you know, the writings on the wall. Mm-hmm. I actually know exactly what Pete WDHCO is talking about, Scott.
Oh yeah, Pete's a good guy, man.
Because he did a video last week, and I did a video on it. You know, I did a video, my first video back. I showed this image that was on his actual camera. It was on an image of one of his CMEs that he showed from last week. And I pointed out to him that this was there. You weren't in the email chain because I didn't have your email at the time, Scott. But I'll actually show you that picture now if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys
just,
go ahead and view that. I have to make a little pit stop real quick because that coffee and that Red Bull I drank, it's going right through me, and I'm getting more and more fired up. But definitely, I want to see. Prep has a lot to share with us right now because he did some work on some photographs and imaging. But this is going to be good. So pay attention, folks.
This is the image that Peter was talking about. Can you see that?
Yes, I can see it, Alan.
It's exactly the same.
Oh my goodness, yes, I can see it there.
So I did this video.
So it was there last week and it's still there now.
Now, there was some conjecture amongst the email group that we've got going of whether it was real or not. Now, I did every single test on it, gamma tests, inverted it, and it's not a prominence. You see that line that comes out and goes up?
Yes.
It does actually look like a prominence. But the weird thing is if I go back to Scott's image,
yes,
like you just pointed out a second ago, that's it there.
Oh, yes.
You know, you said about that. So in actual fact, this image here that I'm showing here is not. The one I was actually trying to find was this one here, which was just there, but I couldn't get it out because I haven't got access to the full. If it's very technical, you've got to go technical. It's not technical. It's very time consuming. You've got to go through each. You've got to actually sit here and press every single second of the frame to try and get the right picture. So it took me over an hour to get that sequence out of Peter's. I could see it. Could see it straight away, but it took me over an hour of sitting there pressing 1 second per image, if you know what I mean.
Yes, to just pick it out so you could highlight it.
But it's very ironic now. Where is it?
Well, this corroborates what you saw last week then.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Wow. Sure.
You can definitely see it.
Yes. And these are large objects. The ones in the corona are smaller, it seems. Well, these ones also will go to the corona now and then, I think. But
Claudia, on this one, this is the one that I wanted to show you, I think.
Yes.
If you actually look at the image, there's one there. There's one here.
Oh,
there's
yes.
one there. There's another one there.
Oh my goodness.
And look, that's not prominence. Prominence goes from the sun out, not from this up. So it can't be prominence.
I see, yeah. My, oh my.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing that I pointed out to everybody when they said, you know, they came back and said, well, in actual fact, the function of this machine, this here, is not to really take images. It's a digital. Strop told me the name for it.
A chronograph.
Yeah, it's got a weird.
A chronograph. Sorry.
It's not a camera. It's not a camera in the true sense of the word. So what you're capturing is, you know, it's split-second timing sort of a thing digitally.
Yes.
Now, the amazing thing here is if you actually look at this picture, if you follow the circumference of this image around, you realize something straight away. This thing here is actually sitting over the circumference, which means that this is only been highlighted because of the massive CME that blew up here.
Oh.
So it was like, for want of a better term, it was like having a flash on a camera.
Mm.
And the flash, that's why the back of this is kind of not that bright, but the other side, this side of it is, because the flash was out this way. That's why the arrow's there, because Pete's saying, have a look at this CME.
Mm.
Well, the other amazing thing is, if you look closely at this, what is this thing, oscillator or whatever?
The occulter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks, I'm not a bloody astronomer. I don't get any joy out of it at all. If you have a close look at this, and it's going, you can actually see the circumference comes through it, so that this is actually going over it.
Uh-huh. Yes, I see
that. Can you see that?
Yes.
Right. Well, if you draw your attention to the other objects.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they are actually there. All there. You can actually see them.
1, 2,
because the
3,
occulter
4,
is added digitally. I see
5.
what you mean.
Now, if I take it down, it probably shows you even better.
Wow.
They're all there.
Oh my goodness. That means on the core one images, we'll be able to pick them out as well. I've often thought, what is this on the core one images?
And folks, it wasn't put there by a grease monkey.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
As much as you'd like it to be.
That is quite a revelation. That's unbelievable.
Now, I think, I'll go back a second. I think the red images, no, it wasn't the red images. As I said, you can't see them. You can't see these because the light, once you change the light spectrum,
yes,
and you darken the screen or whatever you do to it, you don't put the image there. The image is actually there already. One of these shows it better. You can sort of see it there. There's another one there, another one there, two up here, another one there. And I've been saying for a long, long time that we're not looking at one, same as yourself, Claudia, we're not looking at one one image, one planet.
Yeah, well, one object. There are
object.
many. Yes.
See how that's illuminated? Well, this, I've always said that there's something at 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, something at 11, and something at 6. And I believe this has actually moved since then. So this was down here. There's always been a big cluster, in my opinion.
Yes. Well, there has to be something where we get these coronal holes that do not ever go away. They're always there.
Yep.
So permanent coronal holes,
Even when this was inverted, this is inverted.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
You can still see it on the side there, but you can also see, vaguely see, the ones that I was pointing out before in the oscillator.
Yes. Oh, my.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yes, I see that. Wow.
That is not a gas cloud.
Yes, it's circular, so it has to be an object. Oh my
goodness. Definitely, that's moving closer towards the occulter, the camera.
Yeah, you can actually see them superimposed on the occulter.
Now, if I do that, I think this is the one that I was talking about. If I do that, then you can see these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They are right on this, almost at the, or on the surface of the sun. They are in the inner corona, like we saw these other objects on the Hinode satellite data. It's unbelievable. There's so many of them. Well, I thought there would be a lot of them. I mean, I saw a lot on the Hinode data. So this is amazing.
This is Sorry, Scott, I'm kind of taking over here a bit.
No. This is what you're here for, buddy. You've got
Yes.
the great information.
It's kind of relevant. It's very relevant because yesterday, on the 21st, I'll go through this so everyone understands what I'm saying.
Yes.
On the 21st of this month, now I'm hoping that I'll just bring this up. Everybody can see it straight away. And also promoting his channel because he's a great guy. This is Seven Spalding, who, unlike myself, is proactive and gets his ass outdoors every day. Winter, stands out in the rain and winter and snow and crap, you know, and everything else. Whereas I just stand here on a computer, sit here on a computer, and he's really doing the work. And this is what he filmed, video, folks. And I have no qualms saying this. This video is the best video ever done on this subject. And the weird thing about it is Seven didn't even know he was filming this. But can you see that there?
Yes.
And another planet there?
Yes.
And this is the sun.
Yes.
And there's another planet there.
Oh my goodness.
Folks, this video goes for 9 minutes, 22 seconds. And I reckon you could get anybody that you know is a complete disbeliever. And at the end of this video, they will be literally standing there going, oh my God.
Yes.
Because I'll show you some of the things that he caught in this just one video.
Yes.
Which are just truly amazing. Truly amazing. I didn't even save that, did I? Here's one of them.
Oh my. Look at all. It's a cluster.
Yeah, but look at this.
Yeah, the sun is not even circular like it's supposed to be.
It gets better. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh my, is that something next to the sun?
It's two suns.
It's two suns. Yes, I see that. Oh my goodness.
And you can actually see the planets in the background.
Oh my. Yes.
Now,
oh my, yeah.
Just let me take you back a bit. So, like I said, Seven filmed this.
And you wonder why they chemtrail.
Well, here's the other thing about chemtrailing, folks. I recently drove across Australia from one side to the other, and I realised that I didn't see any chemtrailing at all. No chemtrail planes, no nothing. But the reason is because I realised that they're not doing it where you can see it anymore. They're actually doing it in the stratosphere. They're just mass dumping now because they can't cover up everything by doing what they used to with the crisscrossing crap.
Yeah.
These are so big now that it's virtually impossible for them to actually stop people seeing these now. And like I said, I tested all these. They all came back positive. There's no two ways about it. It's there, you know. Now, as I said in my video, that's the first one. So now I'll go back a bit. And then a lovely lady called Tina, who lives in WA, then sent me this picture on the same day from Perth in Western Australia.
Yes.
Now, if you look closely,
Mm-hmm.
very closely, unfortunately, you've got to look very closely.
Yeah, the sun definitely doesn't look spherical.
Can you see that that planet there?
Yes.
And the other one to the side here?
Oh, yes.
Now,
Wow.
I just showed those in my video. But
And
here's
there's another one further out, it seems. You know?
this one?
Um,
These ones
yes,
here?
that one, yes.
That wouldn't surprise me. But here's the most interesting thing.
Yes.
I'll show you. I'll have to show you. On the test. Hang on a sec.
Oh, my.
I'll show you on the test. Hang on.
That one, is there one? Yeah. Yes, I see that. It looks like one too, does it? Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
It's definitely, this, I recognize it immediately, the dark center with the cloud around it. Oh my. You see that, Scott?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
even on a screen share.
Yeah.
That's, you know. See, folks, this is what we've been waiting for, you know, more and more collaboration between channels, between individuals, between men and women, you know, wanting to share the information. It's very critical at this point.
Yes.
It's not a game. It's not for entertainment. You know, people make remarks that my channel is set for entertainment purposes only, but that is, I mean, I'm just going to have to come out there and say it. I mean, it's just some of the only ways to battle YouTube. Because if your material is super controversial, well, then, you know, you're going to have countries filtering your material, and they've already done it to me. My YouTube videos are only allowed to be seen in certain countries. Yeah, this is incredible, man.
It is. Unbelievable.
And there's the planet.
Oh, yes.
These things, folks, if you look really closely, look at the way the pixelation is around the outside here, and you go further in. Well, since when does the pixelation go like that? And all of a sudden you've got round dots.
Yes.
Yep.
So this is a big cluster.
It's
right
a
here,
huge cluster. And you can see again, there's one there, again, a tiny little dark spot.
Yep.
Above that slightly triangular. Yes. Oh my goodness. They are all over the place.
See, that's why they don't want you looking into the sky, folks. That's why they don't want me promoting and encouraging you, the viewers, to be part of this team, because that's what this is. This is just not, hey, let's go watch a YouTube video. No, this is a basically like a humanitarian team effort amongst all of us.
Yes.
We put hours and hours into this researching to bring it to you, to prove it to you. And in all actuality, we don't have to do that. We don't. We can let you just sit in the dark. But, you know, like I've said before, between myself, the doctor, and Prep, we've all talked about this, that this has become a calling. This is just not something we picked up one day and said, oh, okay, I'm going to make YouTube videos about this conspiracy. I truly believe that this latter part of my life, God's chosen me to be a voice. And you all know I have a voice, and you all know that I don't take shit from anybody. And I'm gonna continue each and every day till I take my last breath, or this planet and what's happening takes my last breath. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Nobody's making $1 billion or $1 million on YouTube except people that are doing little, you know, cosmetic makeup videos. Yeah, they get 2 million views a day. Yeah. You know, some woman giving her cat ice cream and the cat getting a brain freeze. Yeah, that got 10 million views. I thought it was pretty funny. I watched it 10 times. You know, we're under a very serious situation here, folks. Not all of our land masses that we live on protect us. You know, we see this crazy weather occurring all over the place. There are people that are losing their lives every tick of the clock. Anywhere on this planet, there is somebody losing their life to these floods, these landslides, these mudslides. I mean, it's just, it's horrendous.
I would actually say that there's a lot of people out there losing their lives to a lie.
Yes,
Exactly.
that's right.
The biggest lie in history. And
yes.
one thing that people need to understand, Scott, is that you know, we're all consenting adults. We're all about an average, apart from Claudia. We're all about average brain strength. And we've all, every single one I've talked to so far has told me exactly the same thing, that they came upon this because of a calling.
Mm-hmm.
Not one single person has said anything different. Now, I'm going to show you this next one, right? Because this was from, so you had one from America, one from Australia, and one from England.
Oh.
So when I show you this one, you're going to go, you have got to be joking.
Oh,
This is from Neil Oakley in England. Neil does astounding work, absolutely astounding. He's like 7. He stands out on bridges. He used to stand out on bridges. And if you've ever lived in England, you know it's cold. It's a damp, miserable, cold weather as well. And he's in Liverpool, and he stood out in the cold wind and rain, the snow in Liverpool, and filmed every single day and did exactly what 7 did every single day. And between him and 7, there is no better people at this, I don't think. And I'm not trying. Well, there's another lady called Jada Jody who does a bloody good job as well. But just remember, this is taken on the same day as the other 2 pictures that I just showed you. Okay.
Oh my. What?
Look at this.
Look at that. Wow.
I don't even have to manipulate it.
Yeah, and you see it emits red light, definitely.
Look at these over this cloud. I lost count at about 25.
Yes, you can definitely see a cloud there, just below the top cloud there. I mean, one of these objects, because...
Look at these objects. Look how many there is. 1, 2, 3, 4,
oh my
5,
goodness.
6, 7. There is hundreds there, literally.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Once again, folks, why do you think our skies are looking the way that they do? Why do you think that we have these bright pink, magenta-looking skies at sundown?
Now I'm going to show you one image from Neil's images. I've just got to get the right one. Hang on a sec. Aha, this might be it. Yes, it is. Now, this particular image should waylay a lot of people. As you can see, it's not manipulated. I haven't done anything to it. I don't manipulate it. I just change the color spectrum. That's all I do.
Yes.
Now watch this.
My.
What is that? That's the sun there.
Yes.
Look at this. You can't have 2 light sources.
Exactly. So there are 2 suns, and there's another one. You see, these objects are becoming more and more visible because of the rejuvenation process they're going through it. That's why they're more and more difficult to hide. Wow, look at that. Definitely 2 sources of light there. Definitely.
And then people say, well, what are you chasing? What are you looking at? You know? And then a fella in America called Scott. Wrong one, sorry. Did I put them in pictures or this? I can't remember. Pictures. Pictures.
Have you lost my bloody pictures?
No, you're there. Then a man in America last night sends me the same pictures that he took on exactly the same day.
Wow.
In America, which is you, Scott. And I think you should actually show people that image, that video that you sent me today, because that is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I just downloaded these images. Like I said, right before I spoke with you yesterday, I just downloaded these images, and I said, man, you know, I gotta get these over to Prep, because I know he can find something. There is no way that this guy can look like this in this like 12 to 15 minute time span, changing these colors right in front of my eyes. And the doctor was standing right there. She witnessed it with her own eyes. Both of our mouths were hanging open.
Yes.
You know? And then on top of that, in the northeast part of the United States, 2 nights ago, we saw aurora.
Yes. Definitely.
Crazy.
Yeah. And you see that star that's above the sun. This is what I pictured when I first looked at the sky and how red it was at sunset. And this was in July of last year. And I thought there has to be a red star above the sun for when the sun sets, for the sky to look like this and so red. And now we see the confirmation in that image that Prep showed.
Prep, did you find anything in these pictures?
Yeah, look.
Oh God.
Oh my.
It was right in front of my face.
It's right there on the horizon.
Look, you can't miss it.
Unbelievable.
This isn't the one I wanted to show you though, because I can't find the other one. Now what?
Oh my goodness.
Why do you get the light sources over here, folks? See where that the mechanical Iron Man is?
Electrical tower.
The light source is here.
Uh-huh.
Why is that illuminated over here? I don't know.
Wow.
It's
well, because there are so many of them. We don't ever just have one, is it? We have clusters everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, just like I said, you know, back in February, whenever I took the time, 8 hours of my day to listen to all of those Harvard and Cornell University conferences about brown dwarf stars. This was a whole entire room full of astrophysicists, professional astronomers, professors, physics, the whole 9 yards, all together in the same room, going over recent discoveries. And one of the biggest recent discoveries was the use of the WISE telescope. And they literally were able to capture a cluster of 6 brown dwarf stars. Several of them had planetary objects orbiting around them. Then during a 6-month period of the imaging, those clustered 6 brown dwarf stars then slowly moved apart from each other and on their way. Now, again, this is information coming in from Harvard University and Cornell University, 2 of the most prestigious colleges in the United States, and a gathering of this whole nerd conference of these brainiacs. No offense, Doc, but you know, when the one astronomer professor was finished with his presentation and asked his professional audience of his peers, "Do any of you have any questions?" And I sat there and I looked at the faces of the professionals, and they had no questions. Now, what are the chances of a room full of these people not having a question?
Well, they were speechless, Scott.
Exactly.
Yeah, look at this. It's obvious there are many objects there. Again, I see the characteristics of a round center and then a cloud of a different color around it.
Yeah,
and there's one right there on the horizon again, isn't it?
Yeah, that's incredible. Hey, listen, folks, real quick. You know, I'm a Red Bull drinker, and I just signed a multi-million-dollar contract with Red Bull for my YouTube channels. And all I have to do to earn this $1 million a year for this plugging of Red Bull on my channel is open one so you can hear the effervescence come over the microphone. So here it is, folks. You know, search for Planet X and drink Red Bull. Now, you all wonder how I am up throughout the whole entire 24-hour time period at different times. Yes, I do sleep, but here's the reason why sometimes I don't.
Sounded more like Coke.
Now that was I've reduced my intake from 12 ounces to 8.4 ounces. But I still drink 4 of them a day. So I've actually increased. These are amazing, amazing pictures, and what you're able to do with them. You know, I have this GIMP program, but I don't know, brother. There's something about whenever you touch it, it just, you know, it's just different. It's almost like two people can cook the same identical meal, but you always like the taste of somebody else's food.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're a good talker. I'm not. That's half the problem. Now, what I wanted to say to Claudia,
yes,
is that if you actually look at the horizon, taking your eye off this, you know, obvious object here, look at these here, which is exactly the same thing that Seven filmed in Cincinnati, and I believe you're in Pittsburgh. Is that correct?
Yep,
yes.
that's it.
And this was on exactly the same day.
Yeah, we're not too far from each other.
Wow.
Couple
Oh
hours.
my goodness, look at that.
That image there, this here, because you can actually, if you look properly, you can see that there is literally hundreds there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Alan, if there are hundreds in just a small portion of sky, there must be tens of thousands.
Oh, yeah, well, I would imagine so, yeah.
I got to say this again. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. More and more of the Planet X trolls are now reporting right now on what is happening. How much of a freaking hypocrite can you be?
Well,
anyway.
Just 1 second. I think I've got somebody trying to get in my house. Hang on a sec.
Oh, well, that's not good, because it's quite late at night for prep down there in Australia. God forbid anybody tries to break in his house, huh? They're going to get their ass handed to them. You never know, folks. We might hear it live here on YouTube. Yeah, those are
amazing, Scott. Those are amazing. You can actually see those little objects right there in the sky.
Yeah. When did I take these photographs? Like about a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
These are from the 20th, so just a few days ago. Today is the 23rd, I believe.
I'm going to have to check the time.
So that's from 3 days ago, Scott.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check the timestamp exactly on the pictures.
Yeah, this is the 20th of July. That's the time that Alan has on there.
Yeah, that's what it said, yeah.
Interesting. That also might have been the time that I downloaded them. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to actually check the actual photographs, but I'm pretty sure that that is the date. Now, Prep, I wanted to ask you real quick. The video information that I sent you from the SDO, where you saw that spherical object moving right through the corona. It was in the lower left-hand corner. I know you sent me some still shots of those, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring them up on my end here, and we can definitely talk about those, because that was yeah. Whenever I started looking at those, I mean, the video itself, the video that we did was, incredible in finding that information. I'm going to go ahead and pull these up.
I'll stop sharing at this end then. I think I did anyway, haven't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, okay, cool.
What was that, a gunshot?
Sorry, guys, my dog wanted to go outside.
Okay, I'm trying to get to the actual. Oh, this computer just never wants to work with me whenever I'm trying to do this. Now, what did I do with the images?
I've got them on here if you want them sharing here, Scott.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Here. I'm sorry. I'm. Now, this was the grease spots, folks. These were the grease spots that the trolls were saying was on this imaging from the Japanese photographs from the telescope and their craft. And Prep's done some work on it, and you can see the objects 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, listen, folks, grease on the lens or dirt on a lens is not going to show light. Like these objects here are emitting some type of light. I mean, it's coming through. So, I mean, there's no doubt. See what we see on the inverted view.
That's heat. That's why they're white.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
In other words, it's infrared radiation.
Sorry, I got that wrong. They're white because what's on the screen is black. But the ones that you showed before, Scott, that was a gamma test, which shows that they're heat.
Okay.
Oh, so you're saying it's hot grease?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you now, man. I'm on the same page as you. Yeah. Okay. This is what Prep was referring to here, and then we go back to the inverted, and you can see these are clearly objects.
Yes.
Yeah. Now it doesn't matter if they're grease. Look, okay, if it's grease, it could be, but just the middle image, the middle one. Go back to the red ones.
This one.
Yeah. Why does it have a trail? Why does it have a trailing light?
I got you there, man. That's some great work right there. Very impressive.
Was that the grease monkey's fingers sliding down the screen, or?
Yeah.
It's hot Dazzler grease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said.
Oh yeah, you could see that clear as a bell. I mean, that definitely looks like an object in motion, probably with what do you think, Doc?
Well, don't
Gas
forget,
cloud.
that's right. They have gaseous clouds surrounding them. So the gaseous cloud may at times pull away a little bit, and then you would get this sort of track effect. And in some of them, if I look closely, I can faintly see that the objects are much larger. There's a cloud of ionized gas around them. But that's to be expected. These are, after all, brown dwarf stars.
Now, folks, just before anybody says anything, I'm an absolute, and this is the most ridiculous statement probably going, but I am an absolute computer phobe. I haven't got a clue how to use one, really. What you see me doing in the testing, I just taught myself. And as Scott said, there's a greater calling where we just get told to do this stuff. I didn't know how to do it at all. I only taught myself a couple of months ago. So I've never been trained in it. I know how to turn a computer on, but I would not know how to put an image into a picture or anything like that. That's God's honest truth. Yeah. I'm an ex-builder, so that's all I do. I turn a computer on, I use it, and then I turn it off. That's it.
Yeah.
You do some incredible work, man. I mean,
yes, you definitely do. You have a gift.
You definitely have an eye for it. I'm going to bring up the actual video. Hold on one second. Let me mute that damn thing.
This is just, I just drove across Australia and I was seeing pink horizons. I didn't see a full pink sky. And what people need to understand as well, Scott, is when you're showing this, the camera dilutes the actual, what you're seeing is diluted by about a half, isn't it? So it must have been so pink when you're looking at it.
That's right.
Yeah, whenever we saw this,
that's amazing. Yeah. Honestly,
it is.
Yeah, whenever we saw this occurring, I was a little thrown back because, you know, I'm almost getting used to seeing these pink skies. So I'm getting used to it. So I really didn't think anything of it. And then I said, oh, wait a minute here. This is intensifying right in front of our eyes. Let me grab the camera real quick. And I started snapping photographs. And at the same time, I was running another camera with video. And this all took place, I think, in a matter of 12 minutes and 11 seconds. This sky changed and looked like this. This is the beginning, what you're looking at right here. And then it went just like this. I'll just run the cursor because I don't have it in time lapse.
Yeah. And don't forget, this color is not natural to our planet. This has to be a light source emitting this light of this frequency or this wavelength, illuminating our atmosphere. And it becomes obvious when the sun sets a little bit, so it doesn't overwhelm the lower intensity of the star's emission. But this magenta, this beautiful color, this is emitted by a star. It's a rejuvenated brown dwarf star that's emitting this light.
And then there's the others.
And there's some yellow there.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, what we were seeing, we were both standing there and we were looking at this and we're like, wow.
Yeah.
This is absolutely insane what we're looking at.
Yeah. This is evidence. Yeah.
Can you just go back to the video quickly?
Yeah.
Something caught my attention. No, go back to that picture you were just on just a second.
Well, I can see an object there.
Yeah, look at those.
Oh my.
I already pointed those out to Scott before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were looking at these
so
yesterday.
We're getting to the point where you will literally very soon look up in the sky. Just one thing on this pink sky, if you want to go back to it, I'll mention it then. I want to say to everyone, think in your memory base, when was the last time you saw a non-pink horizon?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's years now, like,
Yes.
if you think about it. But when was the last time you saw a white cloud horizon? That's even more.
Yes.
You know, when was the last time you saw a white cloud horizon?
Yeah,
It don't
many,
exist
many
anymore.
years, Alan. Yeah.
Yeah, many years.
Mm.
And my point, going back to this, is that, and going back to the other videos that these great people are filming every day, is, can you go back to the video, Scott?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is very soon, without a camera, you're going to be able to go outside and see these things.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you for a matter of fact that when I was driving across Australia, I've got some pictures. And the reason I took the pictures, can you just go real slow, Scott? Just go scroll across this, your time thing there.
Yep. Let me do it.
Yeah, I took some pictures because you could actually see, I could actually see something on the horizon.
No, this isn't going to want to cooperate with me.
Mm.
Let me open it up in the other view.
It was working before.
Yeah, I had it in another. Oops.
Yeah, I can see several objects there where the orange is. Wow.
Damn this anyways. Yeah, we see this moving in every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just no. Wait. Go forward just a bit more. Just keep going. Whoa, just there. Stop. No, go back a bit.
A little bit more.
Yeah. Okay, stop just there.
You know what? It started to play, so let me just back it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's doing something weird, isn't it? That's it, just there. 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, things don't look right, folks.
Mm-mm.
You know, I mean, these
Yeah,
skies are just.
Yeah, you just have to think, if there is pink light on the clouds, the light has to come from somewhere. There has to be a source for that light. The sun doesn't emit magenta colored light, right?
No. And people need to understand that it's a reflection. It's the reflection color. It's not pink is not the color of our horizon. It's a reflected
right.
color.
No, it's not.
That's right.
I mean, especially on this day, I said to myself, "Oh my God, this must be what it seems like to be when you're standing on the surface of Mars."
Uh-huh.
You know, because this isn't normal.
That's right. Yeah. Unbelievable. What is going on? But when I started all this is what I noticed first, was that the horizon was red and it didn't make sense to me. And I knew it had to be white, not red. I mean, it could be reddish if the sun was red, but often the sun was not red and the sky looked red around the sun. And that to me was impossible. unless there were light sources emitting, other than the sun emitting that light. And that started my search.
Scott, I can't find it at the moment. I can't bring it out at the moment, but what I'll do is I'll go through it tomorrow, maybe.
I think I'm starting to see what you might be seeing.
Because
it just,
I don't want to say it is until I can actually test it properly, though.
There seems to be an object right here. But again, yeah, we'll have to.
Just give me 2 seconds.
It could be just a cloud formation.
My God, my dog's out. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm going to hang on a sec.
Yeah, definitely very odd skies. Very, very odd.
Yeah, I actually see these shadows, and to me they look like they may be objects.
Just 1 second. 1 second.
Look, there's one right underneath the orange cloud. I mean, the yellowish cloud.
Right there?
Yes.
Yeah.
People have to ask themselves why. I guess people don't if they don't want to, but people should be asking themselves, why are we seeing these things?
Mm-hmm. They should indeed.
And why is our sky pink?
Mm-hmm.
It's all kinds of pink, man. Pink, purple.
Yeah.
Grayish,
basically,
grayish pink.
We have solar system invaders, and they are stars. So, and I think they've been coming into the solar system for about 100 years already, but they dark in the beginning, so we didn't see them.
Okay, I'm going to steal the screen again, Scott.
Go ahead.
This is how unbelievable this is at the moment, and this gives verification to Claudia for what we were just talking about next to the sun, the CME as well. So you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep, fire away, buddy.
I've got to get the screen back, haven't I? All right, 1 second.
Man, I just can't get over that new logo of yours, man.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty professional, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
Yes. It's beautiful.
Someone with high intelligence must have done that. Well, you're better on the computer than I am, whoever it was. And that's
click on that photograph. There you go.
There it is.
Oh my. And that's a large one. Well, it may just be closer to our planet. Wow.
Yep. You can see that bad boy.
Look at that.
Yeah, see, this is why, someone mentioned to me the other day in an email about these smart clouds. I thought it was, a little off the wall till I started looking into it. And you ever notice that all of the other clouds seem to move by, but yet there is this big, gigantic, massive, dark gray cloud parked right in front of the sun, blocking everything out.
Mm-hmm.
But every now and then you catch it.
Oh, look at that.
And it seems to be that sunset is our best time.
Mm.
Guys, it's definitely there.
Oh, yes.
Now, could you imagine if they weren't chemtrailing and they weren't interrupting our view of the sky, and we just had a natural, 100% natural view
Yes.
The whole world would be wide awake. They'd be, what the hell? What is that? What is this?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Definitely.
black and white.
Uh-huh.
Notice how all these other clouds, when it's gone to black, are black.
Yes.
Does that make sense? But this is not.
No.
It's blending right in. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
That's becoming more and more clear. You know, Prep, looking at your technique and your what you do, it's becoming more and more eye-opening that they are literally blending this damn thing into the horizon. They're blending it into the sky.
Yes.
I'm actually starting to think that when they first started doing this, that it was a test to see if it would work or not, whether people would actually look up and see anything. And when they realised that people just didn't give a shit,
Yeah.
they just went, okay, we'll make sure that no one ever sees what we're trying to cover up. And I think now that people are so blinded, you know, that even if this was visible, they still wouldn't even notice it. You know, honestly, I just think people are that blinded by these things now. You know, it's just. But look, I'm going to go through this video again on my own, Scott, and I'll.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I've got to go to bed, mate. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, nearly.
Oh my!
You got to get that beauty sleep, brother. We got to, keep you fresh.
Yeah.
Mate, I don't know too much about that anymore.
We got a fresh new YouTube channel, fresh new logo and banner art, man. You're ready to knock them dead, brother.
Everyone needs to understand. One of the reasons I shut my old channel down is to just take a step back, man. I think somewhere along the line, like we were talking about earlier, Scott, I realised I wasn't going to change the world overnight. So maybe just leave it up to some other people for a while, you know. But it's good to try and save people. That's the main thing.
Yeah. I think we need somebody like you, Prep, to do this. You know, we all been called, but we all part of the team.
And just on that point, Scott, you pointed out before that, and I just want to say something in this regard. Myself, Claudia, Scott, Pete, WDHCO, High Truth Channel, if we all sat in one room, we'd only probably have this in common. You know what I mean? We're all from different backgrounds. We're all from different things. But the same thing is with every single one of us. We've all been called to do this. So you've got to ask yourself, well, you know, why? We're not best mates. We're not, you know, we're from each end of the corners of the globe, just about. You know,
absolutely.
Argentina, even Augusta in Argentina. You know, this is turning into a bit of a phenomenon, thank God, and I'm glad to be part of it. You know, and people need to understand this as well. We're probably never ever going to get the chance to sit down and have a beer together, or, you know, we're doing this all in our own time, and you know, knowing the fact that we're never going to see each other, you know, and getting to know each other better than we are now is probably never going to happen.
Yeah, I think about that all the time, and I've mentioned to all of the viewers and subscribers and people that follow us. You know, I mentioned several times that, you know, what a great stadium party that would be. You know, to actually get to meet everyone in person, just not a YouTube name and an avatar and a channel and this, you know, the whole keyboard crap.
Yeah.
But, you know, that is a very big part, it's a sad part. But then again, you know, like my grandfather always used to tell me, hey, he's like, hey, listen, kid, don't ever say never.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so hey, you know, there's always that great chance. And one of the main reasons why myself and the doctor wanted to start doing public speaking and touring this country, which could take a very long time. God only knows how much time is on our hands. But one of the things that we wanted to do is show people that, yeah, we're real people. We're just like you. You know, maybe you know, you can consider this a calling, whatever you want. But the fact of the matter is, we've given up this phase of life to do this.
Mm.
You know, I could be doing a lot of other different things, man. You know, be out riding the Harley, you know, wind in my hair, fishing, relaxing, enjoying, you know, life as I want to call it now, retirement. I'm working more now than I was years before.
Yeah.
But I appreciate what I'm doing. I'm sure a lot of other people do. And it is a constant uphill battle every single day.
Mm.
There's really no enjoyment in this other than knowing that we're helping people open their eyes and to start your own investigations, start making your own observations. And yes, we must share all of the information with each other somehow, some way. We have the technology today, even though it can be taken away from us and manipulated, we still have the opportunities to do this. And like Prep said, I think we all bring our own talents directly into this arena, and that is what we have to do. And that would be a pretty wild experience, Prep, having all of us in one place at one time.
Yeah.
That would probably be unstoppable. And I think the powers that be would definitely be a fly on the wall. They would have that place bugged to high hell.
Yes. But don't forget that there's a higher power behind us than the powers that be. And they cannot stop that power because of the creator himself.
Yep, I definitely agree. Well, listen, Prep, you know, if you want to get going and head to bed, definitely we're going to keep in touch more often now. And I want to have you on with us because, you know, you're doing incredible work with the imaging. You know, probably there are millions of photographs out there around the world that people looked at and saw nothing. But when in fact, they actually had something. So that's critical. Very, very critical.
Yeah. And that's a really good point. You know, I can't find a picture these days that I can't find something in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether that's scary or good, but people, as you said, Scott, are slowly starting to realise that, hey, maybe this is something, which is good. Makes our job easier.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here for other people, just to send their stuff to, you know, so because maybe they don't have that outlet. And maybe, just remember this, folks, you may have that picture.
Yeah.
Oh, before I go, I meant to show you this one. I'll find it and hang on a second. You've got to see this picture, this series of pictures.
Okay.
Here we go. This is from Neil Oakley last week.
Mm-hmm.
It's a series of about 7 pictures. And you're going to love it, Claudia. You're going to say, no way.
Good.
Just let me start on the right one. Okay. Now, for all those people out there who think looking up at the sky and taking pictures of stuff is irrelevant, it's not. It's we're waiting for. And I truly believe that this series of pictures is the first picture taken of the winged planet from a normal camera from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll show you this series of pictures now. No, I won't, because I haven't clicked on the share button. And this is from Neil Oakley again. He sent me these pictures. This is the original.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. That's the original picture.
Yes. Okay. There's a little spot above it. Yeah, there's more than one spot. Oh my goodness. I only saw that. Oh my goodness. The wings. Yes. Oh my. They
That,
all.
Oh, dear Lord.
that is no reflection, folks.
Yes. Oh my.
This is the inverted picture.
Yes.
So this is inverted. So white goes to black, black goes to white.
Yes. This is amazing. This is truly amazing. Oh, how many of them there are. And how the clouds of ionized gas arrange themselves.
Now let me go to the next one.
Amazing.
Even on the value invert, it came up.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Oh, boy.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
Well, you know, our theories of these multiple stellar objects around our sun, using our sun as their host, you know, more and more of the evidence is coming out, and it's becoming harder and harder to dispute. And whenever people dispute it now, they just basically have to flat out lie to you.
Yeah. The evidence is overwhelming.
This is inverted and value inverted.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done them both together.
Yes.
And it still came out.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah, buddy. There's no doubt in that. I see 1, 2. When you pan up the third one.
Yeah, you see, you can actually see the structure because that cloud is ring-shaped, thick ring-shaped. And then you see the dark part, which is the core of the object, and then the cloud, the part of the cloud underneath that's emitting light. That's what I see there. That is so amazing. Unbelievable.
Okay, folks, for all those people who don't believe the testing, this is why I do this. So this is the gamma test. Look, I've taken it right down. I didn't take it down to 0, but
they're still there.
They're still there.
Yeah.
And even more prominent.
Yes. Wow.
It's probably the best picture I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a fluke.
Oh my goodness. It is amazing, Alan. It's amazing. Thank you for showing me this.
Yeah, this is incredible info, man.
Whatever, man.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be seeing a lot more of this also. Like I said, we're gonna make sure that, you know, Prep gets his subscribers back to his channel. Make sure that you share his channel on your Facebook, share it on your Twitter. Even if you have to write a little message with sharing his link, because this is what we're following. This is what we're researching and investigating. And there's a wealth of information out there. There are people coming up with credible information, and this is what you need to be watching.
Unbelievable. Amazing.
Okay, guys, on that note.
Okay.
All right, there. Listen, bud, we'll touch base. Just drop me an email, and you know, I'll get right back to you. And yeah, most definitely, we'll get your channel back up and running there real fast. And you know, get some of your older videos back up there. I would definitely, you know, induce those into your new channel, because, man, you had some of the greatest stuff. You know, definitely opened my eyes even more.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
You two are copping a lot of flack at the moment. I know what it's about and everything else, but look, just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
If you weren't that concerned, why would you do it every day?
Yeah.
True, exactly. You know, and I don't even have to tell myself that, you know, I have to tell others that, but, you know, there are new people coming on board each and every day. So if I have to sound repetitive sometimes, folks, that's the reason why. You know, we have new people coming on board, and a lot of you can, you know, take some of these people under your wing and you know, help explain things also.
Yeah.
You know, just a massive team effort. But listen, Prep, it was great having you, man. Great talking to you yesterday and today. A wealth of information from this YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely get on board with Prep, and I'm going to have a link to his YouTube channel. It will be in the description box right after this live stream processes and is uploaded. And also, if you're on both of my channels, the Nibiru channel and the Planet X News channel and the Doctor's channel, as soon as we're done with this live stream, over to the right on my channel, you're going to see featured channels, and you'll see my other YouTube channel and the Doctor's channel. I'm going to list Prep Aussie's new channel right there with the feature channel. So at any point in time, if you're on my channel, go over to the right, click on his icon, and bingo, you're right to his channel. So just go, make sure you subscribe, click that little black bell, set the notifications up properly, click the little box, make sure you save it. YouTube has this thing completely screwed up with your notifications. Okay.
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, absolutely. But Prep, you know, once again, good having you, and I'm glad you're back.
Thanks, brother. Thanks, Claudia.
Thank you, Prep. It was so nice to have you with us.
God bless everybody. I'll speak to you
bless.
soon.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Oh, Scott, do me a favor. Put my new email address in your thing as well, if you don't mind.
Yes, I will do so. I will do so. I'll take care of all that as soon as this video processes. You have my word.
Good on you, brother. Cheers, mate.
All right,
God
take
bless.
care.
Bye-bye.
God bless. Bye.
Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this live stream short right now, even though we've been on for quite a while. And we're going to start digging into this information on this newest CME burst. Listen, that was one hell of a CME burst. And we're going to take a quick look at it real quick before we head on out of here. Give me a second here. And we're just going to go ahead and start that. It's in reverse.
Yes.
And this is what we were looking at earlier today, folks. This just happened, excuse me, around midnight on the 23rd today, but midnight UTC time. So that could be different anywhere you live on this planet. What you're looking at is what we counted almost, I think, pretty 3 bursts.
Yes.
You know, one of them you can consider, you know, some solar flaring, but the first 2, what you're seeing here, and then the secondary one was just absolutely insane. You're looking at this in time lapse. So Doc, how long did we say this event took place?
I think it took about 10 hours or something like that.
Yeah, pretty close to 10 hours.
Yes.
And that's pretty intense, folks. So
Yeah.
there's no doubt we're going to probably see some action from this.
Definitely.
I'm glad it wasn't Earth facing, because I'll tell you what.
Yeah, even though it wasn't Earth facing, our magnetosphere will be impacted in some way, because this just came out of the sun from just about every possible direction. So
that is definitely intense. I want to say a big heads up to Cosmic Gypsy. Everybody here is part of this family and research. And also, I want to thank our moderator in there, Mr. Curious Unknown. And once again, folks, he's got some great footage also. Click on his avatar there in the live chat. Go to channel. And then if you're not subscribed, get your butt over there and subscribe, because you have to remember something. Everyone has a different angle, and you never know when someone's going to come up with that critical information. Again, this is not any type of channel competition. We should all be sharing all of our information, and then probably we would become unstoppable. But because there becomes this division amongst channels and just not communicating with each other, maybe having different beliefs in this science or the discoveries. But the bottom line is, we can all admit that there are some major situations occurring in our inner solar system. Forget about what's, way out there past Saturn and Uranus and Neptune and Pluto and all that other crap that they're telling you about that's 20 light years away. Who cares? We've got big freaking issues right now, and they're staring you right in the face. And we've been talking about it for a long time. The interaction with these brown dwarf stars, these stellar objects, are there. What they're doing to the sun, it's almost like a massive short circuiting. At the same time, they are gaining energy. And I think now that some of them have probably, if not all of them, have gained so much internal energy, it's like their rebirth. Look what's happening on the sun.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably only by God's will right now that this massive explosion did not occur facing our planet. Because compared to the sun, our planet's like a little dot. Okay? Just a little dot. And if this was Earth facing, wow, I'd probably be hiding in the basement, even though that wouldn't really do any good, But this is it's a spectacular view. But
yeah,
very critical situation, folks. But what I'm going to do, and me and the doctor, we're going to start pouring over this information before they start skewing and blocking and messing up the information. I want to capture all of this on my computer. I want to save all of it. And then from that point on, we could start to analyze it. And probably within the next 8 to 12 hours, possibly even a little bit more, we should have more data coming in, because all of these satellites, these telescopes in space, they all run on UTC time. So they're kind of ahead of us a little bit. But, sometimes we see they delete information. I just showed it to you last night in my live stream. We caught them deleting whole days, and then in some other imaging, multiple days. And that was all directly related around the time that we had the CME right before the 16th of July. So we literally have to stay on top of them or one step ahead of them. And it's pretty damn hard to be one step ahead of them when they control everything. So we're going to do our best to, get and gather more information. If you see a video uploaded on either of my channels or the doctor's channel, just take the time to watch it, because it's going to be an update on what's happening. And definitely, if we come up with any additional information, it will be up on YouTube and on the Planet X News Facebook page and up on the website. All of the links for everything is in the description box under all of my videos. So you guys will definitely have access to all of that information. Doctor, real quick, any last words before we end our live stream?
Yes, thank you, Scott. As usual, I'd like to remind people that we are going through difficult times, and things are likely to get worse on our planet. But we are here because our Creator would like you to know the truth about what's going on. And he would like you to get to know him. And so I think it's time to get to know our Creator. And he's here to help all of us. And he has the power to do that.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Definitely opening up my eyes. And, listen, folks, once again, we're all in this together. There should be no separation between any of us. Unfortunately, we do have other factions throughout this world that want to stop the flow of information. You know that. I just ask that you don't fall prey to any of their nonsense, because believe me, that's what it is. It's kind of hypocritical when the debunkers are now reporting on what's actually happening on the sun. But are they going to tell you there's nothing to worry about? If they do, they're not even human, because that's a complete lie. We must stay steadfast. We must continue to spread this information from ear to ear. It's now our responsibility as human beings, whether you know each other or not. I mean, folks, something like what's occurring on the sun now could literally wipe our species, the human species. It could wipe it out. I mean, I hate to be so apocalyptic, but scientists talk about it. NASA has talked about it. Astronomers, physicists, astrophysicists, they've all talked about it. It's not fear-mongering. It's the absolute truth. The more and more people we wake up, I think the better off we're going to be, if we want to continue as the human race. No matter what color you are, no matter what religious beliefs you have, we're all human beings. God created each and every one of us. It was either him, or it could have been, extraterrestrial life. But then who created them? So the bottom line is, we need to all stick together. We need to spread the word constantly. The more we get the word out, the more powerful we become. What's that word? Unity. Unity. Plain and simple. But me and the doctor, we're going to be back later on. We're supposed to have a live stream with Hush Puppy. And yesterday I had some technical issues with the internet, and I wasn't able to get on with him yesterday. We wanted to do a live stream, and he has a wealth of information. He's been doing his investigations into, Planet X, Wormwood, Nibiru, again, whatever you want to call it. Very smart guy. And we're going to be on probably later on this afternoon with him. I'm going to get in touch with him in a little while here and see if we can get it scheduled. And the doctor will be back with me. And, just in case we don't get on with Hush Puppy, we'll eventually get on with him and get him on here with us. But myself and the doctor will definitely be back later on with an update on some observations. And, we're going to try to gather more information on what is exactly happening. It's going to be a very unique situation over the course of the next couple of days. But anyways, folks, listen, once again, Prep Aussie. He has his new channel. The link will be in the description box. His channel will also be featured on all of my YouTube channels, including the doctor's. Get over there, subscribe to him, set your notifications, make sure your notifications are set up on my channels and the doctor, and we will definitely be back with future updates today. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching and supporting us. It's been a big help. This is Scott and our physicist from Planet X News and the Nibiru channel and the Rogue Physicist.
Yes.
We thank you for watching.